Then she says, oh, and it's got a photo editing thing. Well, all iPhones have the photo editing. It's where you can make it a little lighter or darker. You can move it to the center or not. That doesn't discredit the photographs, and we will have an IT expert who will testify that all of these are legitimate, authentic photographs.
Does this released audio tape guarantee Johnny's win in his ongoing court case with Amber Heard? Why is the public insisting that nothing Amber says is true? And what major corporation called out Amber Heard for being shady? Stick around because we've got all the intel on Amber's shocking lies. The infamous correcting kit. For those of you who don't know, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's ongoing court battle has been the talk of the media for the past few months. The pair began dating in early 2012 and tied the knot in 2015, but just a year and a half later, it was all over as Heard filed for a divorce and a restraining order, appearing in a Los Angeles court with a bruised cheek, and the allegations only got worse from there. Johnny said when the allegations were made, when they were circling the globe, telling people I was a drunken, fueled menace who hands on women, suddenly in my 50s, it's over. You're done. I'll carry that for the rest of my life. This led Johnny to filing a lawsuit against Heard in 2019 for $50 million in compensation, but she shockingly countersued for $100 million. Amber, of course, had a different point of view and took to the internet to express her innocence by saying, Johnny is suing me for an op-ed I wrote in the Washington Post, in which I recounted my experience of DV. I never named him. Rather, I wrote about the price women pay for speaking against men in power. I continue to pay that price. But hopefully, when this case concludes, I can move on, and so can Johnny. On the first day of his testimony, Depp made everything extremely clear by denying all claims made against him, saying that he had never laid hands on Heard, nor any woman in his life, and he claimed he was the true victim. Of course, as the case went on, many fans realized that Amber was getting caught in her own lies, to the point where it was almost becoming laughable. Here are just a few examples. So, as the court case began, Amber Heard and her defense team claimed that the actress would carry around a Milani all-in-one correcting kit, so that the marks left on her face could be easily concealed.
This is what Amber carried in her purse for the entire relationship with Johnny Depp. She's an actor. Do you honestly think she would have left her apartment ever without makeup? Do you think that she ever would have wanted other people to see her bruises and her cuts?
But there's just one problem with this claim. Milani has revealed in a TikTok video that their correcting kit wasn't made available until 2017. Awkward. Considering that supposed incidents that had happened to Amber took place between 2014 to 2016, something just doesn't make sense here, as Heard and Depp were already divorced in 2017. Though that's an easy mistake to make, it shows that Amber may not have actually been concealing anything. Of course, Milani wanted to clear the record for their own means, and possibly to back up Johnny Depp in his pursuit to reveal the truth. And we can't help but thank them for it, as it's the justice and backing that Depp needs. The Mean Girl. Johnny isn't the only one who's had to face the wrath of Amber Heard. Many people have spoken out about Amber's aggressive streak, and though she seems to behave in a calm manner while taking the stand, others in her life beg to differ. Heard's former personal assistant, James, claimed she would fly into a blind rage, and even claimed that she never saw cuts or bruises on the actress during testimony in Johnny Depp's $100 million defamation case. James said she went absolutely ballistic, screaming, yelling, it was blind rage. James then added that when she tried to negotiate a higher salary with Heard, she leaped out of her chair, put her face 4 inches from my face, telling me how dare I ask the salary I was asking for. She felt that gave her the right to spit in my face. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the innocent Amber that the public all know and love. And of course, in an audio clip released by the Daily Mail in 2020, Heard even admitted to hitting Johnny Depp and pelting him with pots, pans, and vases in a confession. Amber could be heard saying,
I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Not only did Heard lay hands on Johnny, but she tried to gaslight him into believing that she did the complete opposite. Amber's supposed to be an ambassador for women's rights and an outspoken DV advocate, which doesn't align with the same recording, where she says,
because you start physical fights?
Such a baby!
Because you start physical fights?
The shocking recording. So while Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's ongoing defamation trial is put on hold until May 16th, the widely publicized hearing hasn't stopped making headlines. A leaked audio clip showing a conversation between the former couple has made rounds on the internet recently, and could be the reason why Johnny will finally win this case. In the said audio, Johnny can be heard pleading with Amber to not be physical with him anymore, to which she responded by saying that she can't make any promises regarding the same. In the now viral clip shared by a Twitter page, Depp can be heard saying, If
things get physical, we have to separate. We have to be apart from one another, whether it's for an hour or 10 hours or a day. We must. There can be no physical violence.
Responding to this, Heard says,
I can't promise you that I'll be perfect. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. God, I sometimes get so mad I lose it.
Again, this completely went against what Amber said in her testimony, but that isn't all. The alleged 2015 incident in Australia has been a key point of the trial, whereby Johnny Depp's middle finger was cut off. Though Amber said she was not awake when the injury happened, Johnny alleged that she threw a vodka bottle in his direction. Here's what both actors had to say. Amber accused Johnny of throwing bottles in her direction, which left her terrified. She said Mr. Depp ripped her nightgown off her chest and that the nightgown was eventually ripped off completely, leaving her naked. She then alleged that Johnny took advantage of her with an alcohol bottle, which completely shocked the jury. But of course, Johnny's side of the story was completely different. He alleged that Amber became aggressive and violent because she could not let go of the fact that I was in on this post-nup agreement and that I was trying to trick her into essentially getting nothing if something were to happen. She was irate and she was possessed, he added, hammering me with brutal words. When asked how his finger became injured, Depp said things were all getting too crazy. I went behind the bar, I grabbed a bottle of vodka that was there and a shot glass. I poured himself 2 or 3 stiff shots of vodka, to which Amber grabbed the bottle and smashed it on him, shattering everywhere. Johnny then said he called his doctor and told him, "You might want to come over, I've cut my finger off here." So both accounts are completely different, right? A recently released audio tape shows that Johnny is in fact innocent and wasn't the one to begin attacking Amber, as she had previously mentioned in her testimony. The audio tape shows Amber trying to urge the medical team to attend to her needs before Johnny's, to which the doctor refused. He said,
"That's the strangest for her left arm, which Debbie told me about. I've looked at it, and I've seen more stretches before a lot of people. And it's not only just self-inflicted."
Further along in the audio tape, Amber is heard sympathizing with Johnny, saying, "Poor Johnny," while the doctor asks her, "How can you deal with that?" To which she responded, "I love him." Of course, this makes Amber seem like the culprit, and that isn't all. Amber claimed that this all happened at night, and in the morning, Johnny began peeing on walls, to which Johnny was seen laughing. But the audio proves that the incident happened early in the morning and that Johnny left the premises and was in the hospital the whole time. The audio then shows that Amber was in fact the one who hit Johnny first, as the doctor clearly states in a conversation,
And she admitted also that she hit him first. She actually hit him in the face.
Of course, during her testimony, Amber claimed that Johnny had started it all and that she had never hurt him at all. Amber also told the court that she'd never ever done drugs at all, but in a heartbreaking conversation between Johnny and the doctor, whereby the doctor was trying to see if Johnny was okay, the two men were seen speaking about Amber's use of drugs and how that caused her to harm Johnny. When asked about whether she had taken cocaine, Amber confessed to taking all other drugs, including hallucinogens, which explains why she's accused Johnny of doing some pretty insane things, but not. So yeah, Amber shot herself in the foot and can't be believed again after this. But we still can't help but feel sorry for Johnny, as according to sources, this evidence may not be submitted in court, which means that Amber will not directly be caught in her lies. Again, we believe that it's because the system is rigged against Johnny. Either way, we hope that the jury manages to see through the constant lies that Amber is inciting within all of this. Here are what some fans have to say. Amber is no longer believable. She never was. She sucks at lying, especially when there is so much recorded evidence against her. Even the recording of Johnny losing his shit on the cabinets and pouring the mega pint. She was clearly instigating him when he was already distressed. I believe about losing boatloads of money. It's absolutely disgusting that this audio is suppressed from the jury. It's basically like lying to them. Unacceptable. Everyone testifies the same. She is aggressive, he is calm. If Johnny doesn't win this case, I will lose faith in people. So what are your thoughts on this whole situation? Will Johnny finally win the trial after this, or is it all still rigged against him?